Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me here in the Psychic Flow. I am your host, Carolan Carey, and it's wonderful to be here with you this evening. This is 8 p.m. from Sarasota, Florida, Eastern Standard Time. Wonder what time it is in your neck of the woods, if it's morning, evening, or afternoon for you. We have a great audience on Rumble, so I want to say hello to them. And on YouTube, we are also streaming live on Twitter and Facebook. I am streaming on Facebook from my the Psychic Medium of SRQ Sarasota page. So if you want to hop over there, you can. And on Twitter, I think it is also the Psychic Medium of Sarasota. I'm not sure. But if you either put my name in or that, you will get me. So my name is spelled Carolan Carey, and .com would be my website if you'd like to check that out. If you'd like to support the show, you are more than welcome to do that. You can do that on YouTube here with a super sticker. You can do that on Rumble with a thumbs up. And if you'd like to do a rant, or my Venmo account is Carolan-Carey. If you'd like to do that. If you'd like to support the show and not spend anything, that's fine as well. Appreciate everything that you do. You can just give us a like here while you're waiting for a reading. We have some people coming in. Richard's on Central Time. Hi, Richard. Nice to have you with us. Carol is here. Good evening. Robert Myers is here. Good evening. Great to have you with us tonight. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes starts a little slow in the beginning. And then as I'm running out of time, that's when we get busy. So let's see. Okay, so I'm waiting for that. What else? There's something else I wanted to say. What is this weekend? I don't think we have let me just check. No, next week, the 14th, is our Spirit Message Circle. So if you'd like to join us for that. We are getting into Halloween season. How exciting. How do you feel about that? Oh, let's see. Tomorrow is a Joyful Findings show in Melissa Parks, 8 p.m. if you want to join us for that. Tomorrow is what? The super moon, the harvest moon, some kind of alignment. We got like 3 or 4 things going on, Kelly Jo told me. So that ought to be a super duper moon or harvest moon, right? That's the 13th. What else? Hi, Ruth. Nice to have you with us. Let's see. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. If you'd like to check out our shop on the Goldylocks Productions website, we have a lot of things. If you're considering some Christmas gifts, maybe you'd like to, the show hosts want to promote their own show and give something away. We have some new designs coming in for t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, coffee cups, travel mugs, all kinds of things. There also mouse pads, that kind of stuff. Anything that you could put a picture on, that's what we have. So please check that out. You might want to do some shopping for Christmas. You want to support your favorite. Hi, Kavita. You want to support your favorite show host. That's great. Good way to support us. And what else is going on? Let's see. Oh, we got a super sticker from Carol. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Our super stickers go first, or our contributions to Venmo, they go first to give them a little extra message. We appreciate that. So we're going to try to get, I'm sure we will get your loved ones in spirit. That's what I'm trying to get tonight. I'm trying to concentrate on them tonight. So let's see who we get. Other nights when I'm doing like psychic work, they will pop in as well. So I try to give them at least one night out of the month that is just them, because that makes them happy. So your spirit loved ones love to be here. And that's my main job. So that's what they appreciate doing. So thank you so much for being here. We'll do Carol first. We'll see what's going on. I keep thinking I have other announcements. Oh, we are also on every audio platform. So if you are listening to us and not watching, That's okay. We're going to make sure that you feel included by reading out any questions if we get them and validation. So we will keep you included. So please don't feel left out. Some people got to drive home from work or they're cooking dinner or whatever it is. That's okay. We appreciate your support. We just don't want you to feel like we're not paying attention to you. We are. So we're on every audio platform, iHeart, Spotify, all of those. So thank you so much. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we got for Carol. We want to pull a card for her as well. Our super stickers. We'll get a card and a reading. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that's nice. Columbine. This is from the Alchemy Flower Oracle. Hope you can see that. There you go. Columbine, dreams and visions. Whoops, there you go. That's for you, Carol. Nice and purpley, very pretty. So you have dreams and visions that you were working on. That's great. Always stay in that. You know, when you give up dreaming and you give up hope, we get kind of stagnant. So I'm very happy that you have that. That means you're still in the running. That's great. You have a lot of things to look forward to, I'm sure. So as we've talked about, let's see what we get. But we have the usual lovely family members, Carol, that are here. Your dashing dad, your lovely grandmother, your lovely mom. I have another gentleman as well. Let's see, that's dad, mom, grandmother. I have another gentleman. Could this be grandfather? But I don't know if it's the meatball grandmother's husband or someone else. It feels like could be a granddad or it could be I try to bring in somebody different every time for you if I can. Let me see what I get here. It is a granddad. Okay. All right. I do have a granddad, but I'm not sure that he belongs with the meatball grandmother. So it might be the other side. Let's see what do we have. Very patriotic gentleman. Maybe I'm on dad's side. And he wants to talk about I'm wondering if they were from the East Coast, Carol. Somebody is mentioning Passaic, New Jersey, and I'm wondering if that is I'm wondering if that is your family or if I have somebody else's family talking to me. Kavita. Thank you, Kita. Passaic, New Jersey. Okay. So this gentleman is very patriotic. He is with your mom, your dad, and your grandmother, but I'm not sure that is the grandmother's husband. It could be the grandfather from the other side. Talking about, did you make your first Holy Communion, Carol? Because I'm kind of getting that feeling. May have talked about this before. Let's see. And I feel a closeness. I can feel your dad because he always has a thing about cars. He always shows up in a really sharp car. But I also smell like oil or gas, some kind of that smell, working on cars. Get that kind of smell with both your dad and this gentleman. So I'm wondering if it's dad's father. Let's see what else do I have to say. Talking about making that you are taking the right footsteps. You're taking the right steps to get where you need to go. Does that make sense? That you are planning your future, things with your business expanding. We've talked about that before. Love and life, he says. Love and life. I think he means loving life, that you are loving life. And it will become more so, I believe, in the new year. So that seems like a long time to wait, but it's only a few months. And I also have a yellow rose here too. I wonder if that is meaningful to you, Carol. Yellow rose. Let me see if I get any feedback, Usually there's a delay. There's feedback. I will let you know. Carol's saying yes. Okay, I don't know what yes to what she's saying, but I'll take it. Oh, I think she means first Holy Communion. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's the time frame of your life that I'm being brought back to. A memory of that is what I'm being shown from this old gentleman, and happiness for you. And he says, love and life to you, loving life, good things to come. And I kind of get the feeling of that. What poem was that? I used to have it on a sundial in my backyard in New Jersey. It was the best is yet to be. Stay, be with me. The best is yet to be. Something like that. Let me see if I can find that. I wonder what that is. And to me, that signifies a relationship, right? Which I think we've talked about. And he's saying it comes in all kind of packages. So I had mentioned a tall, athletic, light-haired gentleman. I could be wrong. Let me see. The best is yet to be. Let me just look this up. Is yet to be. To be. Quotes. Okay. That's not giving me what I want. They're saying the best is yet to come. That's not what it is. If I find it, I'll let you know. It's not the best is yet to come, but we could say that. But let's see. Can't find that. The best is yet to be. And I feel that's part of a poem. So I'd have to look further. But anyway, that is for you, Carol. And so if you're waiting for a message, you'd like to hit the like button, share and subscribe. That would be as awesome as well. So thank you, Carol, for your super sticker. Appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed your message tonight. Let's see where we are. Oh, Melissa Parks is on here. I'm going to try not to forget you, dear, as I always do. She comes in and goes out, and then I miss her. Okay. I got one more payment here, and I'll take that, and then we'll get back on in line here. Carol says thank you. We have Kavita. Kavita, let me pull you a card. Let's see. New beginnings. Daffodil. New beginnings for you, Kavita. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can see it. A lot of light shining on that. New beginnings. Is that what it says? Yes, new beginnings. Yes, definitely. More of the same. Career, romance. So let's see. We have your grandmother, who we've talked about before, the one that you are closest to. And she is the one that always shows me that little altar that she prepares for you. And I guess that she always did that. But this is particularly for you and for your hopes and dreams. So I want to let you know that. So she's some beautiful, like a lilac kind of color flower here. And some incense, some fruit. That kind of feeling. Prayers for you. Now she's showing me you have a trip this fall, which I knew about. She's saying how rough it was up there recently because we had storms in that area. So, but I don't think that's going to happen on your planned trip. I see a lot of, she's kind of laughing. I'm hoping, she goes, I hope there's some fall leaves left up there after that, all that rain and storm that they had. But I believe there will be. I think it'll be a lovely trip. What is she saying? It's kind of funny. She has this little saying. I hope that you can interpret this, Kavita. She's saying something to the effect, your heart is dear to me. I don't know how she's saying it. I don't understand the language it's coming through in, but I want the gist of it is your heart is dear to me. That's the impression I'm getting. And as so are your hopes and dreams. So she is doing a little altar for you, to thinking about you and prayerful for you. A lot of success, and she is showing me a book. Now, I'm not sure if this is the book that you've discussed, the cookbook, but she's showing me, she's saying a lot of success with this. Whichever way this book goes, you have a central idea right now, combining two beautiful ideas together. So whichever way you decide to go, it will be successful. You may still be debating that. And I feel like there's like a, might be like a launch. Now you might, maybe you'll do this yourself. Maybe you'll self-publish or you'll get a publisher. But I do feel like a little, like a cocktail party kind of feeling with you meeting with people and discussing your, and showing your artwork and your book and this kind of thing. It's like a hosted sort of book launch kind of feeling with that. So I'm wondering if you would understand that. Now, this may not come to the end of 2024, 2025. That she's putting it off in the distance for me. But it looks very classy, very nice. People are very happy for you. What else is she saying? So the impression that she's giving me, patience. It's like patience is a virtue. Okay. Patience is a virtue. And she said, you've been very patient. She's also, I'm still getting that x-ray of the skull with the eye socket. So I'm still getting that, which meaning to me is there's going to be some healing here or some work here on the left side. I know you said the right side's bothering you, but they show me the left for some reason. Okay, so I know it's going to happen. Carol said, yes, East Coast. As I'm just interjecting that little comment before I forget, Kavita. There's a lot of new things coming. You're starting a lot of new projects, Kavita. And this is what I'm getting. And the prayer altar for you is, she says it obviously is working. And she is directing a lot of energy to your health. Some health issues that you had discussed. So, hi, Tatiana. Nice to see you here. So thank you for joining us tonight, Kavita. Appreciate you. Thank you for super sticker. Okay, here we go. Where are we? We're with Richard Riddle tonight. Hi, Richard. How are you? What's going on? Are we still waiting on the promotion? We're still waiting. I like 2024 for this. I was hoping December. That could happen. We're discussing something about that. I feel there's more, I feel you're closer to one side of the family than the other. That happens, maybe because they're closer in distance, or the frequency of visiting when you were growing up was more one family than the other. But I feel that there's a whole untapped section of people over there, Richard, that you may or may not be familiar with. Now, I recognize your grandfather. I feel this is someone else, because this one has one of those measuring tapes that, retract. You know what I'm talking about? Those big yellow ones, and they retract, So I have somebody like a builder or measuring. Let's see what else. Oh, if someone built a house or built houses, something like that, or did some work in your house. And I'm being shown a house from someone in spirit, Richard, that had, I would say it's like a northern climate, because in the springtime you would get the lilac bushes and you would get the daffodils, that kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing, like around the house. So I think like hostas and that kind of feeling. So maybe you would recognize that. I feel like there's some lovely plants, and hydrangea probably as well. Lovely plants around the house in the springtime. I see a clothesline as well. But she would be hanging sheets and pillowcases and stuff like that outside. And this is grandma, maybe. And I want to say that they fully support, and they get you, and they get a kick out of your acting. They get a big kick out of that, and your singing as well. And well, one of the things that they're admiring here so much is your the French have a saying, and of course I can't say it because I don't speak French, but let me look it up. I'd be lost with that. I started using my phone while I'm doing readings to look things up, and now I can't stop. So let me see. It's like let me see. Sure, is this it? It's like maybe somebody on here would know. Did you know? That wouldn't be it. I'm looking for the French saying. French say. Oh, can't type. Saying French saying. Oh, here it is. Say not say living. It's saying about life. Chase is about life. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. It's like eau de jour or something like that. Excuse me. No, that's not it. Anyway, I have to look that up. So, well, wait, this takes a long time. Any quotes? No, they're not just giving me. They give me a lot. Victor Hugo. Nope. Okay. Anyway, it starts with AU joy. A joy. So it means like a joyful life. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know who's saying that to me. So I don't know if you have someone that went to France, either via the military, lived in France, visited, or just happened to like that. But there's a saying in French that like to enjoy life. And they feel that that's what you are doing. They're very proud of you, everything that you do. So Richard, thank you for joining us tonight. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Robert Myers, hello. How are you? Let's see what we get for you. She's so funny. Your mother is almost like. Well, thank you, Carol. Carol says, "Good evening, everyone. So glad to be here with Carolan. Thank you. I didn't see that earlier. Thank you, Carol." Robert Myers, I feel like your mother is so funny to me. She's pointing out how well her hair is done that it almost looks like a helmet. She's like, I think she was somebody that kept her hair very nice, and it meant a lot for her. So she's showing me that as to let you know that she is fine over there, looking wonderful. I still feel her as a very detailed person. I feel that I think you had said she was a homemaker. I think she took this very seriously. I think she was right on top of things. It's the impression I get, like accounting like money and watching. Is there also do you have a brother, Robert? I think that there's a brother. Are there three of you, or just, I feel like there's a three here. So I'm wondering if you would understand that. I don't know if you have a sister and a brother, but I feel like a brother. I also have train. She's talking about someone in the spirit world. I think that was either you lived near trains. Trains were part of their life. Took the train, worked on the train. Something about trains. And I'm wondering, I believe you're in Pennsylvania. I don't feel that you were born, though, in Pennsylvania. Are you a transplant? Let me know. I feel like maybe, I know there's a lot of transplants that used to be in Pennsylvania. So let me know what you think about that. What is she saying? And I feel, she says, I'm commandeering a lot of plans for you. So it's kind of like she's giving you like this, until the door is open, sit back and relax. Doors are going to open. Don't be anxious about it. Good things are coming. She says the reason we don't like to tell a lot of what's coming is in case things are delayed, which sometimes happen. Don't want you to be disappointed, but you have good things coming. Show me records too. I don't know, LPs. Like, I don't know if you collected records or someone had a large record LP collection. But she's showing me that phonograph that you would put the little thing in for the 45s. You know, you would slide this little plastic piece on so you could stack the 45s on there. I hope I'm not dating myself, but I think you would understand what I'm saying. You're probably younger than I am, Robert, but I think you would understand. I remember my older sisters having this. They had the record player going on all the time. So I have that impression there. And I'm also getting something about pickles and sauerkraut, that kind of feeling. Wondering if you would understand that, like part of the family. Maybe German. I think we discussed this. But I'm kind of getting that impression of sauerkraut, pickles, those type of foods that are prepared and put up, like red cabbage, those things that are put away, that you'd make at home and you would like maybe can and put them away. So, and that's like, I feel that the people who did this were very industrious, you know, and that's how you did it. And that kind of way of life is sort of coming back to us here a bit. So what is she's talking about? And I keep seeing the fall leaves as well. So I do see you in outings, and I think that you will eventually be accompanied here. Not eventually, but I know you will, because your mother is in charge of that, is what she's letting me know. Okay, so have no fear, because you can't pick them. So mom's going to take over here and send a couple of people your way. All right. Thank you so much, Rob, for joining us tonight. Okay, let me get back on the list. We did Richard. Robert, Carol. Let's see. Kavita. Ruth. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Ruth's show is on Wednesday evenings. Transformational Soul. 8 p.m. Goldylocks Productions. She is a resident author. We're so happy to have her. Great show Wednesday evenings. Please check it out. Ruth, what do we have for you? You know what I'm seeing, Ruth? I'm wondering why I'm seeing this. I don't think I've ever seen this for you before. I have a young girl about 12 years old in the spirit world. Would you recognize her, or is this for someone else? I have a young girl, and I feel that she was about 12. Okay. And I don't know if you had one of your uncles did country line dancing or country dancing, because I feel I have someone on the other side who was showing me that, like a group of people doing, I guess there's country music in the background, and I feel that they're doing country, that style of dancing. So I'm wondering if you would recognize that. And there's a bar there. This is it's almost like a roadhouse kind of feeling. There's a bar there, and I can see the ashtray and the beer on that counter on the bar top. A lot of good times. They're talking about a lot of good times. Now, is their mother, I know you said you had uncles over there, was their mother the grandmother that you're close to? I'm wondering if it's the same family. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Hmm. And you too have a book launch. We've talked about that. Check out ruthsaltman.com. You're looking for Christmas gifts. Ruth has a wonderful set of books. I don't know if she put them purposefully in a set, but she has some excellent books, very helpful to people to get through, to transverse life. I'm going to put it that way. And wonderful books, the ABCs of grief and things like that. So please check that out. She also is an artisan craftsperson. So I think the holidays, we mentioned this before, I get the impression you're very busy this time. Very busy trying to make Christmas holidays for your grandchildren very special. And I feel as though that you've come up with a special theme for this year as well, because you're so creative. So now let me get back to the book launch. Now she's like, these are all things that you are doing to help you provide for yourself and your family. So I think it's lovely. And I just saw a Facebook post from you, Ruth. I forgot. I didn't realize you had sons as well. You probably told me, but I guess I'm more focused on the daughters. But I didn't realize you had sons as well. So that's great. Great. So a lot of love from the other side for you and your family. Special holidays, particularly, excuse me, Thanksgiving this year is special too for some reason. Like, I don't know if you're doing the cooking, somebody else is doing the cooking, but I feel like there's a gathering, maybe more low key than the Christmas. But I do feel that it's a special theme for the Christmas time for you. And I feel as though there's another book in the works, and maybe it's this book launch that you're working on right now, or there is another one. But there will be book signings. We've talked about that. So thank you for joining us tonight, Ruth. Okay, Ruth. I'm not going to skip over Melissa this time like I usually do. Somehow I always miss her. Melissa Parks, there she is. Melissa Parks is the show host for tomorrow evening, Joyful Findings show, 8 p.m., Goldylocks Productions. Melissa, you got a wicked night tomorrow night. I understand there's like 4 things going on. The harvest moon and something else and all this stuff going on. So the energy ought to be really high for your show, as usual, higher than usual. The 2 brothers, the one brother that just passed is referring to your dog, your little white and tan dog that passed, as a pot belly. She's laying on her back, wants her belly rubbed, and he's like, she looks like a pot belly pig, he's telling me. Everyone there is fine. He says he's exploring. Oh, I liked your artwork, by the way, Melissa. You did showed a picture on Facebook of your artwork. Wow, it's really vibrant. That was great. I do see more of that coming in. I do see you working with people. It could be a volunteer kind of basis with kids or special needs individuals, about using like art as therapy, like that it doesn't have to be a Mona Lisa. What it is, what the art therapy allows you to do is express yourself with the vibrant colors and the emotions that you want to express. And I feel that you're very good at getting people to allow themselves to do that. So I feel it's very important. And I do keep getting the word politics, and I don't know if they mean that you like discussing politics, or politics are important to you, or you don't like discussing them. I feel it's more about the school schoolwork, school board. So let me know if you can take that. Good things coming in. I feel you're going to be busier business-wise in 2024. I think you have some plans that you're going to unleash, designs, things like that, projects that you're working on to add to your store. Melissa has a store as well. I am melissaparks.com. I think that is her website. So please check that out. It's got some lovely items on there. So good luck with that, Melissa. I think that's going to work out well for you. Okay. We have Tatiana here with us tonight. Vita says thank you. Tatiana. Oh, thank you, Richard. My dad's side lives in California, was there to visit them. Oh, okay, good. Good. Robert says his sister's on the other side. My brother John is living and was born in Pennsylvania. Okay, so your mother is commenting. I never get your sister, do I? Do I get your sister? Oh, 1 second here, Tatiana. Let me get Robert's sister for a second. I always get his mother. I feel like if it's your sister, I feel like young and vivacious. Younger, gone too soon, kind of passed at a young age. Very attractive gal. Vivacious and personable. She's enjoying herself. And I have a sense of freedom with her, Robert. I don't know if it was from what bound her, if it was an illness, a relationship, or what it is, but she is celebrating her freedom on the other side, to be free from maybe disease or displeasure or something like that. A lot of love to you. Okay. So I just wanted to let you know I have her. And Robert said he is 54 and he remembers the 45s on the record player, and he's mostly German. Okay, that's why. And Robert says, thank you, Carolan. I haven't picked you well. It's okay. Your mom's picking the next lady out. And Robert says, my mom did work on her hair a lot. So Ruth says, not sure about the young girl. And several uncles from the South. And I think it's the same family. My grandma only had one child, my mom. Okay. So that must have been the other side, the uncles. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. I don't know who the 12-year-old girl is. I think she's 12. And Ruth says she lived. Robert says she lived half an hour after being born. Thank you. Well, she has grown up in spirit. That does happen. That's sad. Beautiful, beautiful, and probably pays a lot of attention to you, Robert. So I want to let you know that you have her around you. Interesting. Unless I have somebody else. I feel like I have a dark-haired gal, like from the 60s, like that kind of flip hairdo. That's I'm looking at mom in her younger days. I don't know. Very attractive. Ruth says, fantastic message, Carolan. Yes, new stuff coming out this year. I have 2 girls and 2 boys. Perfect. That's great. Looking forward to the holidays. Okay. Okay. I don't know who that young gal is. It must belong to the other side of the family. Maybe. Okay, let me get back to Tatiana. Thank you for your patience with me as I skip around and let's see what we got. Tatiana. Is it your dad that's passed, Tatiana? If I am you, I kind of feel, I know it's silly. We feel it's silly when we say this, but I understand where you're coming from. There's like an orphan kind of feeling. My parents were both young when they passed away. And I was young when I lost my mom, and I was like 19 when I lost my dad. So you feel orphaned. And I said that to one of my sisters. I said, I feel like an orphan. They were like, well, then we're all orphans, you know. My sisters are so, you know, whatever. Like, you know, it can never just be you, you know. We're all orphans. Whereas one was like 26. Good Lord. No, not 26. I don't think she was, I don't know what she was. 20 maybe. I get that feeling, Tatiana. It's hard to explain, but I feel like either there's an abandonment feeling or I'm on my own and I don't like it, you know, kind of orphan kind of feeling. I don't know why I get that. But so the reason I'm saying this is I want to remind you that you have loved ones and spirit guides around you trying to help you navigate. And that's kind of how it is, because life's been kind of like this for you. And I want to say, you know, considering you're navigating very well, you're doing very well. And not everything is, you know, crappy. You've had some great things, accomplishments. And sometimes we forget to remember those things. Feel very educated, like very intelligent if I am you, Tatiana. A very religious family member here, which I feel is the grandmother. And I've mentioned before, very, I have this feeling with her, very Catholic. So I want to express to you that they are praying for you. I feel as if I'm planning some, if I am you, I'm planning some things. You know, you're great, you're a lovely lady, very intelligent, you have a lot going on for yourself. And sometimes as we get a little bit older, you're not my age yet, but you're a little bit older, we start, did we miss the boat on something? Did we not check that box? Did we make a mistake? Everything is fine, Tatiana. You did what you did because with the knowledge that you had at the time. So I don't want you kicking yourself. And I don't want you to feel alone, because there's a lot of people in spirit around you and good things are coming for you. I feel like I have new opportunities by you, and I'm throwing my hat in the ring. Does that mean romance, job? What does that mean to you, Tatiana? I feel as if I am throwing my hat in the ring. I don't know if you have discussed a move. I feel like I'm in a new space, or I'm looking at a new space. Something for the new year. And I don't know if someone dressed you with, like, if you had a headband with a bow on it, or you had bows in your hair. Remember those bows that used to stick in there? I wonder if you would remember that. So that's the impression. I have a clip-on bow in the back of my hair, if I am you, as a young girl, maybe like 10, 12, something like that. And I have someone mentioning cheese, and I mean like, not like American cheese slices, not that. This is like a wedge. Like there's a particularly good, maybe goat cheese or something. There's like a wedge of cheese, something, I don't know if somebody made this, or this is something that you grew up with, or family habit is significant for some reason. I feel like it's goat cheese. I want to bring that up. And I also have some china here. I feel as if maybe there is a piece, maybe a soup tureen, or cup and saucer, or sugar bowl. So I feel like I have something that would be considered an heirloom, like passed down. It may not be worth a lot of money, but it holds a lot of memory for you. So I'm wondering if you would understand that, Tatiana. And just keep in mind, 2024, it's a lot of new beginnings there. Okay? Thanks for joining us, Tatiana. I'm so glad I didn't miss you. I'm so glad I didn't miss Melissa, because I usually do. Now let's see what else we have. So I got to just about everybody, and I have time left. So if anybody jumps on, let me go past here and see if I can. Let's see if I got anybody. Any other announcements I have to do? Don't forget to hit the like button. We appreciate you for doing that. Helps all the show hosts. Let's see what we got. You have a particular question? How are you feeling about this month in October? Do you feel that? What do you feel is going to happen? Carol said yes, she did have family from the East Coast. Okay. Let's see what Tatiana has to say, if she says anything. Richard said his dad's side lives in California and was there to visit them. Nice. I'm not sure about the young girl. I'm just reading some comments. Thank you. I don't remember that. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to probably might do crystal ball tonight after the show. See what's going on. Some of the things that I've been getting. And I always say prep, and everybody thinks I'm crazy. But I have the feeling that is what we need to do. So I'm just reminding people, because there could be wild weather again. We've had some crazy weather across the country, across the world, actually, even Spain and France and Germany, all those places, a lot of flooding. So whatever's going on with this weather, it's like Mother Earth is regurgitating or something. Always have a plan B is my suggestion. Some water put away, some cash, a little cash put away if you can. Some food supplies, easy things that don't take a lot of prep. And don't forget some water. Put some water away as well. Because things happen, particularly, we've had terrific ice storms, snowstorms, heat waves, flooding. So you kind of have extra batteries, solar. I bought a couple of solar fans, solar charging fans. I have one on now. They're great. You don't have to plug it in anywhere. So you can just put it. So I put one right on the table. It's great. Get a weather radio if you don't have one. They're not that expensive. You can solar charge them and have that on so you can hear weather coming at you. Weather radio works when nothing else is working. So it's very important to have that. What else? They're talking about being reminded. A lot of things topsy-turvy. I had posted something recently, a great prophetic word on my website, carolancarey.com. The blog tab, the Lighthouse, puts a great prophetic message. I forget this girl's name. Julie Green, is that her name? Now, I'm not usually a big follower of hers. She's very, very Bible, very Christian Bible. If you're not into that, maybe you wouldn't like that. But I found her word on what is going on in politics and the social dilemmas that are going on. What's going on right now? I found the word that she felt to deliver. She felt called to deliver about not giving up, that God is with us and we are not to give up, and that things are going to hit us, but to know that God is in charge. So I thought that was an excellent, so I posted it on my blog. She has tremendous faith in, however you feel about that, Christianity or whatever. She has a tremendous understanding and faith. And I really thought she delivered this word really, really well, better than I ever could. And I found it very comforting and encouraging. So I point that out to you. I might, 8:51. I might do a crystal ball reading tonight, but what I have gotten is you prepare for anything. A lot of dilemmas, lots of ups and downs coming. A lot of things. Like I have a picture of like I'm driving. I have an old-fashioned wheel here on a boat. You know, the steering wheel kind of thing, the wooden steering wheel kind of thing. And I feel like I'm the captain of my ship, but I'm hitting rough water. So I have to have some forewarning to know how to, that this is coming so I'm not like hit by a tidal wave. And some experience in navigation. That word's coming up a lot tonight. So if I am prepared and I'm not afraid, I can handle this. And that's the word that I want to pass on to you tonight. I hope that makes sense to you. I feel like we are going to be hit with things, but we are going to make it through. But it's not easy. You know, it's not going to be an easy time. So look out for your family, your neighbors, everybody's pets. Do what you can, share what you have, and enjoy. If nobody else has anything they want to share, I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to keep talking and drive you crazy. But I might post tonight a crystal ball session on what's coming up. And that website is carolancarey.com. Thank you so much on Rumble. We have a great audience. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to all of our listeners. Appreciate all of you being with us this evening. We have some great shows on. We did host, I did post all the recaps of the shows. Reverend Tiffany is great at doing that. Our producer does that for us. She does a recap of all the shows. So if you miss any of the shows, you can go to that link and look them up. It's also nice to share with other people because they may not be aware of all the shows that we have. And maybe they are only familiar with one or two show hosts and not all of them. So that would be great. If you could share that, that would be great as well. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to let you go. It's been a wonderful time. Thanks for being with us. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye-bye.